Ich gehe davon aus, dass sie nicht im Telefonbuch stehen, aber da wir gerade schon mal hier sind, gucken wir eben nach.
No result for that.
Ja, haben wir gedacht. Biker-Gang, Polizeifragen. Die Polizei.
Hey, Lenny.
Hello, Kathy. What's up?
BH, weißt du, was das ist?
What can you tell me about the Black Hats?
They've caused us trouble from time to time, but they've been kind of quiet lately. We put a few of their captains in the slammer over the years, but we never managed to find enough dirt on their leader. Bo Brunson. Big Bo.
Do you know where I can find them?
Yeah, hold on. Let me just find a map.
Ooh.
Got it. Thanks.
Neuer Schauplatz
Well, gotta go.
hinzugefügt.
See ya.
Das ging schnell. Gucken, ob der Sheriff noch was über die weiß.
Hello, Sheriff. Mind if I ask you a few more questions?
If you must.
Ja.
What can you tell me about the Black Hats?
Why, you care to join? I'm sure they'd be real impressed by your big bike, but that's a man's club.
Let's just say I have a healthy curiosity.
I'd say your curiosity borders on mental illness. You have a death wish? Bikers don't mess around with little girls.
You gonna help me or not, Sheriff?
Not really. Go bother Lenny with it.
Gut, haben wir schon getan.
That's all for now.
Good.
Ich wollte sowieso mal gucken, ob die Karte für irgendwas gut ist, von wegen rumreisen. Stadt, See, Wald, Naturschutzgebiet, Gipfel.
One of the oldest Air Force bases in the US. Grandpa was stationed there during the war.
Okay, aber wir kriegen hier noch ein paar Informationen tatsächlich.
That looks like the town area itself. It's the nature reserve, where the smoky lights were photographed.
Mhm.
Conwell Lake, where Lily Myers met her demise.
Und da ist der ominöse Wald.
Conwell Woods. What were you doing out there, Grandpa?
Aber wofür haben wir die Karte? Warum haben wir die?
Route 70, leading back to the city. A prominent clifftop near the highway. Likely the most popular tourist spot in the area.
Okay. Was noch? Haben wir... Oh, okay. Nee, dann haben wir alles angeklickt. Von daher können wir wieder raus. Aber wir müssen tatsächlich einfach zum Bike latschen und über die Straßen brettern, um weiterzukommen. Neues Gebiet. Die Blackheads. Langsam voll da oben. Oha.
Sweet butt incoming!
Like hell I am. I'm nobody's property.
You sure? Doesn't she look like a sweet butt? I think she does.
Step off, creep.
Or what? You tell your daddy on me?
Oder du kannst deine Eier vom Boden abkratzen, verfluchtes Schwein. Glaubst du wirklich, ich bräuchte meinen Daddy, um dir Schwächling in den Arsch zu treten? Du solltest besser schnell dazulernen, Arschloch. Verpiss dich aber schnell. Okay, was ist die Cathy-Antwort davon? Eigentlich das hier.
Or you'll be scraping your balls off the floor, you fucking pig.
Oh, I love it when they play hard to get.
Let go of me!
Ja, wir haben doch da noch hier sowas.
What the hell's going on out here?
Nothing, Prez. Just having a bit of fun with this gash here.
I suggest you leash that dog of yours.
For fuck's sake, Prospect, not again. Get the hell out of here.
Sorry, boss. I'll go.
He'll be disciplined for that.
Ja,
He
hoffentlich.
better be. I take it you're Bo?
I am. And who are you, darling?
Kathy Rain.
Bullshit. She lives in the city with her deranged mother. Who are you really? Did the Vandals send you?
No, they didn't. I am Kathy Rain.
Prove it then.
Well, I would, but I left my ID back home.
That's convenient. I think I've wasted enough time with you.
I need to figure out some proof.
Okay. Biker, Barkeeper, Biker, Biker. Pooltisch. Jukebox. Bilder, Bilder, Bilder. Bar.
Various pictures and mugshots of the club members. Some of them look pretty old. This club must have been around for a while. A member of this motorcycle club.
Wow.
Various pictures and mugshots of the club.
Ja, okay, das ist quasi dieselben Bilder.
Impressive bar. These guys like to drink.
Ach,
He's the bartender here. Doesn't appear to be a club member.
okay, quasi nur angestellt.
I used to be a bit of a pool shark. Been a while, though. A member of this motorcycle club. I'd rather just talk to their leader.
Okay.
A member of this motorcycle club. I'd rather just talk to their leader.
Mhm. Wollen wir hier noch was machen?
100% country music. Be still, my heart. Whew, out of order. My ears are safe.
Was übersehen? Bilder bei Cabana.
The black hats. I suppose the name comes from the old Western trope. My father's in one of these photos. I'm barely resisting the urge to rip it to shreds.
Wie ist das mit dem Feuerzeug?
This proof enough for you?
I'll be damned. That's Brian's lighter, all right. Sorry about the paranoia. We've had some problems with the Vandals lately.
I get it. Can't be too careful.
So, that's your ride out there. Corley Motors, right? 78?
76.
You got the same taste as your old man. He always rode Corleys.
Probably the only thing he and I have in common.
Did you set up those mods yourself? Looks custom made for your, small frame.
Yeah, took some time to get the measurements right.
I imagine so. Girls like you don't often ride heavy bikes.
I'm not most girls.
Ain't that the truth? Most girls don't just waltz into places like this either.
I guess you'd know. Anyway, I had some questions for you in the club.
Go ahead, then. Your old man was a good brother, so I'll indulge you for now.
Ja, dann erzähl mir doch mal alles, was du weißt.
Do you know anything about what happened to Joseph Rain in 1981?
No, we had our differences, me and him, but that's a horrible fate for a man. I'd rather be dead than a vegetable.
So I take it you and him didn't get along.
No, I could write a book about that man. On one page I'd praise him, on the next I'd want to smash his skull in. He could be a real self-righteous prick when he wanted to, that's for sure. But everyone knew he was the real law around here. Truman was a tool. I respected Joseph, and he respected me, but he hated how Brian looked up to me. Joseph always blamed the club for the path Brian chose in life, even though it was just due to him being a shitty father.
Das haben wir jetzt nicht zum ersten Mal gehört, aber gut. Ich würde tatsächlich mal um mehr Informationen bitten.
You seriously thought Grandpa was a bad parent?
Everybody knew about it. People just tend to forget the bad qualities of men in wheelchairs. Joseph wasn't a saint. He saw everything in black and white. He was only kind to whomever he considered to be good by his narrow moral standards. The ones who wouldn't fit in that small mold didn't get any chances. None whatsoever.
Also dann wahrscheinlich an dem Punkt auch unser Vater.
Do you know anything about Lily Myers?
Nothing that anyone else around here couldn't tell you.
Do you know who Jimmy Cochran is?
No.
Wow. Nun, und jetzt ist, glaube ich, der interessante Punkt.
Tell me, how long have you been the president of this club?
15 years now, give or take. VP for 10 before that.
Good. Then you can tell me why you stole Lily Meyer's paintings from Charles Wade in '86.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but I'd recommend you be careful with wild accusations like that.
Oh, speide den Mist, ich weiß, dass du es warst. In Ordnung. Gibt es etwas, was ich für den Club tun kann, um dein Vertrauen zu erlangen? Bitte, dann lass es halt. Es ist Kathy.
Oh, cut the bullcrap. I know it was you. I did some digging and found evidence pointing to the club.
Is that so? Better be a good girl and present it to the sheriff then.
I couldn't care less about ratting you out, Bo. I just need to know what you did with the art.
I have no intention of discussing your delusions as if they were facts, girl. Don't make me tell you again.
Okay. Der weiß also von nicht, aber der hat die Vandalen erwähnt. Vielleicht ist es ja nur ein ausgeklügelter Plan gewesen und der Ring wurde gar nicht versehentlich verloren.
What can you tell me about the Church of the Holy Trinity?
Do I look like a pious man to you? I've
Total.
peed on churches.
Ja dann.
What can you tell me about the Black Hats?
Black Hats MC was founded in the 60s by my old man, my uncle, and 2 other local bikers. Conwell Springs is the mother chapter, and we have support clubs in 6 other locations across 3 states. There's a total of 16 members here, 12 patch, 4 prospects. I'm the acting president of this chapter as well as of the whole club. Have been for more than 15 years.
The law give you any trouble?
It used to be tough when your granddad was around. He and Truman ran a tight ship.
And now?
Now they try, but Boyks and the boy are a nuisance at best.
Gut, wir zeigen ihm alles.
Yeah, that won't get me into trouble at all.
Hat der die nicht schon gesehen, als du den anderen geschockt hast?
Care to join me for a smoke, Bo?
Sorry, darling, I'm trying to quit.
Clever.
I already showed that to him.
Das ist richtig.
I don't need to show him that.
Schade.
I don't need to show him that.
Schlüssel?
Hey, Bo, any idea of what this key opens?
You ask weird questions, you know that?
I don't need to show him that.
Das ist richtig.
Do you know what this is?
Whoa,
What? Do you recognize that?
I saw one of those with my own eyes a few
Oh.
years ago.
Really? Where?
Middle of the woods, on the road to the city. Those things came from nowhere and gave me this crazy headache right on the plate in my head. At the time, I thought it was just a nasty case of migraine.
You have a plate in your head?
Yeah, titanium from a shrapnel wound I got in Nam.
I see. Titanium isn't the least bit magnetic, is it?
How the hell should I know? I'm no scientist.
Do you remember where exactly on the road it happened?
No, like I said, I dismissed it as a migraine. Didn't pay too much attention as to where I was.
Fair enough.
Okay.
I don't need to show him that.
Okay.
Do you know anything about this flower, Bo?
Do I look like a florist to you?
Ein bisschen.
Yeah, a little bit.
Crack me up, girl.
I don't need to show him that.
Natürlich nicht.
I don't need to show him that.
Natürlich nicht.
I don't need to show him that.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna hit the road.
Right on. I have some business to take care of, but make yourself at home.
Thanks, Bo. See you around.
Können wir jetzt ins Hinterzimmer? Wahrscheinlich nicht.
Hey, Brian's girl.
Yeah?
I overheard you. I'm Emmett.
Hey,
The boss man isn't usually that grumpy. He's got a lot on his mind. But I think I may know of a way to loosen him up.
I'm all ears, buddy.
Well, Bo and Brian are the double Bs, as we used to call them. They used to have this drink together. Brian came up with it. He called it a Bloodier Mary.
Sounds like my kind of drink.
Yeah, it's basically a Bloody Mary, but with pig blood instead of tomato juice.
I take that back. Gross.
I'm kidding. It's just a Bloody Mary, but with a special ingredient added to
Rote
it.
Blume.
If you say that special ingredient is blood, I will literally punch you.
No, Brian refused to tell anyone what it was. He only made it for special occasions. It's probably something uncommon, like a rare herb or some kind of expensive spice.
Mhm.
So let me guess. If I can produce this drink for Bo, you think he would help me out?
It'll make him remember Brian, which should go a long way. He hasn't had that drink since your old man disappeared. Brian was like a son to him. The boss would have died for him back in the day. If you could recall the good times with your father, he might change his mind.
I guess it could be worth a try. But wait, why are you helping me?
You're Brian's kid. That means you're family. We take care of family.
Well, how was that drink compared with a regular Bloody Mary?
Tasted a bit more like pepper and had a punch to it. It usually gave some pretty nasty hangovers. Oh, if you had a lot of them, you'd hallucinate some crazy shit. Pretty wild.
Trippy. Thanks.
You're welcome, darling.
Dann brauchen wir jetzt nur noch eine Bloody Mary. Hast du eine für uns?
Hey, bartender. Do you happen to know how to make a Bloodier Mary?
You mean a Bloody Mary?
No, this is something different.
Afraid not. I can make your regular Bloody Mary, though, if you want.
Jo.
Maybe later. I need to figure something out.
All right, then.
Ich habe schon alles ausgefigert. Ich brauche nur noch die Blume. Oder müssen wir es jetzt nochmal lesen hier?
Here's an interesting segment. Another
Ja.
interesting... The pollen of the plant. Native
Ja.
American...
Ja. Aber wir haben jetzt einen Grund, die Blume zu pflücken. Yay! Blumen aus ihrem natürlichen Lebensraum reißen.
Sorry, endangered flower, but I really need to make a drink.
Mhm. Ein Eichhörnchen. Und wieder zum Club. So ein Zufall, dass er jetzt vorne sitzt. So. Bloody Mary?
Hey, bartender. Do you happen to...
You mean...
No,
Afraid not.
maybe
Nein,
later.
nein, 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 nein. Ich will einfach nur eine normale haben und dann die Blume da reinstopfen. Vielleicht so rum? Ach, wir können uns die erstmal angucken.
It's a specimen of that red scythe flower. Smells a bit like pepper. I think this is what I need for the Bloodier Mary.
Mhm.
I'd like a Bloody Mary.
Coming right up.
Oh, and add this, will you? Just something I like for flavor. Put it in a blender.
Whatever you say. One Bloody Mary. Enjoy.
Aha. Kann man die
Thanks,
jetzt selber
buddy.
trinken?
The club will cover that, Jose.
Sure thing, VP.
Thanks again, Emmett.
You got it.
It's a Bloodier Mary, I think. Here's hoping it can make Bo a bit more cooperative.
Ja, gucken wir mal.
Hey, Bo. I've got something for you.
I recognize that smell. You found your dad's recipe.
Something like that.
Man, is this a trip down memory lane? I keep expecting Brian to walk in here any second. You know, all this nostalgia is making me remember how much I really owe your old man.
Yeah?
Yeah, so here's the deal. In '86, Carl, my VP at the time, came to me and said he had a job lined up for the club. Some guy had offered him good dough for stealing a bunch of paintings from a mansion. He needed 2 brothers for the job. I was busy with other things at the time, so I gave my permission as long as the club got the usual cut. He returned a week later with a nice wad of cash. I didn't realize it was Wade he had knocked off until I read the paper. If I had known that, I'd advised against it. Wade is a powerful man with friends in city council. There's no reason to piss him off.
Got it. So, what do you know about the guy who hired you for the job?
Not much. Carl said it was some bearded preacher.
Oh,
Whoa, Isaac from the Church of the Holy Trinity?
Could be. I don't know who that is. It was a priest. I know that much.
Thanks, Bo. I'm gonna follow up on this right away.
That's it? You're not gonna ask me about what happened to your old man? Not even curious?
I couldn't give two shits about that asshole.
Bullshit. Don't expect anyone to believe you're that angry with someone you don't give two shits about.
Either he's dead or he abandoned me. Do any of those options look appealing to you?
They don't, but you should know that no one from the club had anything to do with it. I meant it when I said Brian was a good brother. He had no enemies here. Not then, and not now.
Comforting to hear, Mr. President.
Shut up and listen, girl. I'm trying to tell you something. Brian used to talk about heading to Mexico, about riding off into the sunset and getting away from all his newfound responsibilities. And I think part of him was serious. You deserve to know that there's a chance he's still out there somewhere.
Sure. Let's hope that bastard is living it up somewhere.
Just take care of yourself, you hear?
You too.
Okay. Dann fragen wir doch mal wieder den guten Priester, was der so zur neuen Lage sagt. Und ja, wer so sauer reagiert, dem ist das nicht egal. Okay, da können wir nicht mehr hin und da können wir nicht mehr hin. Das ist ja interessant.
Shit, they're closed. I'm gonna have to come back tomorrow.
Da können wir nicht mehr hin. Wo soll ich denn dann jetzt noch hin? Klinik geht noch.